Zilch left, 35 Wichita Macho
Dice
Toe.
right, F
Dice right
fly.
numbers, 3 Jet Spielberg.
Ready?
All right, and welcome back to the Pre-Snap Pressure Podcast, episode 27. I almost cried last time. I might cry this time because now football is really over after today, after filming this, because we're filming this on Super Bowl Sunday.
It's fine. It's fine. We're less than a month away from March Madness, a little over a month from March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
We got spring training starting pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know you and I are both Formula One fans. You know, McLaren's setting their reveal tomorrow. It's
Mm-hmm.
exciting news.
Yeah. Basically,
Um,
what Ryan's trying to say is, even though football's over, don't be a chud. Watch other stuff.
Seriously, it's so much fun. The NBA is just getting good. The NHL is getting good. The Olympics are on. There's so much sports.
That's so much. Anyways, yeah.
We've got USA hockey and USA baseball at the same time.
Woo! Hey, the WBC is next month, bro.
It's next month?
Yeah.
I
It's
thought it
like it's simultaneous with spring training. I'm pretty sure.
okay. All right, fine, whatever.
It starts on March 5th. Yeah.
March 5th. All right, so we've got USA hockey, then USA baseball.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about football. Gosh, why do we always
Right.
do this? We always get off topic. Anyways,
Well, you're the one complaining about no football.
that's because there's no football after today, Ryan. Gosh.
I'm just trying to give you other options. That's all I'm saying.
Anyways, starting off today, we got some speculative news. It's not confirmed or anything yet, but a lot of speculation going around that North Dakota State is about to make the jump up to the FBS level. I don't know if it was next year or just in the near future. But I think officially they set a team meeting for tomorrow, which would be Monday. And it's heavily presumed that that's to announce they're moving to the FBS.
That'd be awesome.
That
That'd be
would be
some
awesome.
awesome news. I can't even lie. North Dakota State been one of the most dominant programs in FCS for the last, I don't even know how
Forever.
long. Yeah, yeah. It's just it's really just been like, when are they going to do this? Because we just kind of been waiting for this one to happen.
Let's see. If you go back to 2011, North Dakota State has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the last, what is that, 15 national FCS national championships, including
Better
winning,
clip than
including winning
better clip than Saban and Belichick, dude.
including 5 in a row from 2011 to 2015.
Yeah, they gotta like hit that FBS jump at some point.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
this just means that when they do that, and eventually the playoffs get expanded to 24 or whatever it gets expanded to. I hope it doesn't go to 24 because that's a lot of teams. But if it does, it just means that on a random Thursday night, you're gonna have North Dakota State host a 4-loss SEC team and absolutely boat roll them, and it's gonna be amazing.
and by that four-loss SEC team, I think we know which one we're talking about.
Anyways, moving on. Anyways, what this means, North Dakota State coming up probably means there's some more FCS teams behind them, which there always are. And the more that come up to the FBS, the more that I think we get closer to a split of the Power Four and the Group of Five. Because I think right now, when the original split happened between the FBS and the SES, there were less
Mhm.
teams in the FBS back then than there
Yeah,
are now.
yeah. I think yeah, a split between the two is inevitable. I mean, it's just I mean, there's already 136 teams, and everyone's getting complaints for playing these group of five teams because they're still FBS, but they're just not as good sometimes. I think what could be interesting is if they do make that split, those first 3 games, you're playing one team from each conference.
That'd be cool.
I feel like
That'd
that
be
could
nice.
be interesting. And you bring a couple of those, maybe a couple of those better, group of 5 teams, uh, into the mix, so that way you can even out the conferences a little. So that way, everyone's playing an even amount of teams. Um, and then you just get, the best 3 or 4 group of 5 teams, depending on how big the playoffs gets expanded to, and let them have a shot at the playoff. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to see how that works out. But
Well,
I think if you do that split, I think that would be a cool way to do it.
the solution I think I really liked, I heard someone online say this, is the way you do the split is you have two different playoff systems, but you don't completely exclude the group of 5 from the opportunity to make the regular college football playoffs. Like we go back to last year where Boise State was ranked that high. Yeah, they'd get an opportunity to play for the playoffs, but should they lose in the first round, they just return to the to the group of 5 playoffs, and they're just inserted right into the bracket, and then they play the rest of that out. But having a team ranked 24th jump up into the top 12, yeah, is knocking out a better team. So I think that's just like because it's not punishing them for
I think
not being that good, but it's also not rewarding them for
not. Yeah,
not being good enough to really make it. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I think my only confusion is how would you insert them back into the group of 5 playoffs if they win? If they win their first game, do they just not get to go to the group of 5 playoffs?
I mean, it obviously is something you'd have to like figure out and work out, and the answer to that would probably be something like that group of 5 playoffs being like have some type of upper and lower bracket, and then they're inserted into the upper bracket or whatever, or however.
Because what happens if they make the semifinal? I mean, they're not going to go play 5 more games.
Like, yeah, no, I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's an idea. It's a rough idea. Um, but if you could work out how to insert them in, should they win the first playoff game,
Yeah,
then I don't think there's an issue with this system at all. And then
yeah.
what you could do is, because outside of the playoffs, do people really care about bowl games?
No,
You could
evidently
use
not.
some of these, middle of the pack bowl games that people just don't watch unless their team is in them, and use those for the group of 5 playoffs. You still keep, like something like the Citrus Bowl, or what do they call the Outback Bowl now? The one that's played
Okay,
in Tampa? ReliaQuest,
don't
that
know.
one.
Oh, the
ReliaQuest.
Rely Quest Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you keep those for, Power 4 teams that are just outside of the playoffs, but you could take like the I don't know the Arizona Bowl and give that to the group of 5 or some bowls like that.
I think another thing that you would have to consider is doing Group of 5 versus Power 4 bowl games because
That'd be fun too.
everybody would want it. I don't know everybody, but I feel like there would be people, including myself, that would want to see that because it's like, well, is the Power 4 really that good? Is this Power 4 team really that good?
I don't
You
know.
know?
Seeing a bowl game. That was
Yeah.
the original point of like or that was kind of the appeal behind bowl games. Would back in the BCS era, which you would have you would every year have like one bowl buster where remember, I think it was 2007, 2008, Boise State beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I
you'd
mean,
have crap
one of
like that.
the most famous college plays.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have stuff like that, and it's incredible to see that stuff, and you just don't really get that now because bowl games have kind of fallen out of meaning with how expansive the playoffs have gotten. So I guess it's a way to make these kind of middle of the pack bowl games more meaningful. Um, so yeah, that's a way to do it, but there's
Yeah.
probably a different
Yeah.
way to do it, but.
I mean, I think another thing, we're on the topic of still what this could mean for the college football universe is what FCS teams are next. I mean, we were talking beforehand. You said South Dakota State, so probably not far behind, you would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think Montana State as well. They've been up there for the last uh couple of years,
I
I
mean,
think.
I think it's a domino effect because I feel like this jump could have happened a while ago, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah. I
just
mean,
like,
Montana State was the number one team in the country this year. Sorry.
like for North Dakota and a bunch of these other top schools in the FCS, I think this could have happened a while ago. But did they really want to make the jump? No, because
No, because
you own your division basically.
yeah,
Um,
they were still in the prime of that run.
but I think if making this jump now might cause some more top tier FCS teams to make the jump as well. Anyways, so that's that. Moving on. Next point is we talked about this. Yeah, no, we did talk about this one last week when talking about the whole Darian Mensah stuff, right?
Last week?
Last week, 2 weeks ago. Sorry,
uh,
last episode. Um,
yeah, we did briefly talk about it.
so Trinidad Chambliss applied for a waiver for an extended year of eligibility. It got denied. He appealed the denial. That appeal got denied. So now he actively is not an eligible player to play next year. He has a court injunction on the 14th, I think. So we'll have, I think, at least closer to a final verdict then, as he tries to sue the NCAA for an extra year of eligibility. Go to the draft, dude. You're 24.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's willing to take a chance on him. I mean, he
Dude, did you
led
see how he played the end
Ole
of the
Miss.
year?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying he led Ole Miss to
I
the
genuinely don't
semifinals
think your draft
without
stock.
their head coach.
I don't think your draft stock could ever be higher. Go to the
Oh,
draft.
yeah, I don't get why he's not just trying to go to the draft. I mean, maybe it's because he only had one good year in Division One, but it's like, dude,
And
you were
this
far and away
is
one of the, if not the best quarterbacks in the SEC this year. Second best quarterback, I guess.
and this is a different type of case compared to what happened with Diego Pavia last year and what is currently happening with Joey Aguilar, which I think Aguilar is going to get approved for his extra year of eligibility, but that's because his situation is similar to Pavia, where he wants the years he played in non-NCAA affiliated JUCOs to not be counted towards his eligibility, which kind of makes sense, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but I
I
mean,
mean, I
the
think
the
I
thing with
think
that is precedent was created when they approved Diego Pavia for that. So
yeah, I think that is not necessarily the right decision. I think the second you graduate high school, you get 4 years of eligibility plus one if needed slash a red shirt. If you don't, I think you get either a medical red shirt or just a regular red shirt. I don't think you should get both a medical red shirt and a regular, because you could red shirt as a freshman, get injured as a red shirt freshman, and still have 4 years of eligibility, and you're
that
24.
that I disagree with. I think you should get both. But they have the whole thing with the red shirts now. They want to move it up to 9 games, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just a full year of development, by the way.
If you're gonna do that, fine. But you need to be firm with the. I heard someone say this online. It's 6. You have 6 to play 4. That is what you have. You have 6 years to play 4 years of counted, years in college football. You get the red shirt with the ridiculous 9 games. Fine, that's already like pretty much set in stone that's going to happen. Fine, that's your red shirt. And if you need a medical red shirt, that is the extra year. You don't get a 5th year of playing ball. You don't get a 6th year of just playing ball. You have 6 years to play 4 years of college football. Once you play your 4, get out, bro. Go get a job. I don't know why we have players who are playing 5-6 years of college ball.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
not a
it
college
just
student anymore.
yeah, no, you I mean, are you actually getting your master's, bro? Like, come on.
No, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole idea of playing 6 years as because there are guys that are, I mean, 18-year-olds. You're going against high schoolers, guys who were just in high school last year. You should be playing against professional NFL players. I'm sorry. At the age of 24, go to the real world, buddy. Free trial's done. Let's go.
Yeah.
If you're not good enough to get into the NFL after 4 years of play, you're not good enough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And back to Chambliss. Unlike Pavia and unlike Aguilar, he didn't play at JUCO. He played at a D2 school, which is under the NCAA. He played 4 years at Ferris State. So he got his red shirt.
He got the fifth year, dude.
He got the 5th year. Now he's trying to say, I was injured in 2022. They didn't document my That's what he's trying to stand on to get a 6th year. Is that he was like to get a medical red shirt? No, no, no. I think it was
I
what?
just
Here, let me. No. I don't think this is good. 6 to play 4. That's.
it
You're,
should be yes. It should be six to play four and no. Uh no. Hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say. That's unfortunate.
what?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted your medical red shirt, go deal with it back then. Why are you waiting till now to do this?
Yeah. Oh, if you don't document a medical in quotes medical red shirt that we don't even know if
That's
it is
shady.
for
That's
sure that he
shady.
was medical. If you don't document that, you can't go back and say, "Oh yeah, actually, no, no, sorry." You should have thought about that. You should have just said, "Yeah, I'm medically redshirting this year," and taken the year. If you
That's
would have done that, you wouldn't have this issue right now.
That's what you're
You wouldn't
supposed
have
to do.
it.
If you have trouble playing in a year because of an injury, you document it then and there. You don't wait 4 years later to do it to try and sneak a 6th year of eligibility.
It's there's no rules to the transfer portal right now, and it's ruining the sport because there are guys that are trying to do this. There are guys that are leaving before the season's even done. There are guys who are talking with other coaches. I mean, who are doing all of these other things that just shouldn't. It shouldn't be the way it's done. The transfer portal should not be opening before the season is over because there are guys on teams that are still in the playoffs that are still looking to win the national championship, and they're leaving. They're leaving before the season's even done because they're not getting playing time, and they know they're not going to get playing time in this game. So why would they stay?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Just finish the season, open the transfer portal after the season. You know,
Or if
it's
the whole thing, the whole thing is it conflicts with the or the academic calendar because these guys got to get to their new schools and enroll in classes. Okay, move the season back a week. Move the season back
yes,
1 week. Play the Natty the 2nd week of January. Open the portal that night, and then these guys can get to their new schools.
yes.
It's really not that complicated. I don't know why we make it so complicated. Move week 1 to when week 0 is. Start. You get 1 week off after conference championships. Start the playoffs 2 weeks after that, and let's get this season over with by the 2nd week of January, so these guys can get to their new schools and be students.
Also, they shouldn't be adding more time in between each of the. we're losing the discussion, but
We are.
we're gonna shift it into this now because this is something that's bothered every college football fan this year. Don't add more time in between playoff games. That's not what we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I get the you get the rest period. That's great. I don't know why there's 10 days between the first and second round and 2 weeks until the next round and blah 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 blah. Blah. I don't understand why you just make it weeks after week after week
yeah, it's
after week.
well, because that's also what they do in the NFL. The only reason there's 2 weeks off between the championship games in the NFL and the Super Bowl is because there's the Pro Bowl in between, and that's fine because why not give them an extra week to prepare for the national championship game? I don't mind the extra week in between the semifinals and the national championship. I want you guys to be as prepped as possible. I want this to be a chess
Now,
match.
hold
That would
on.
be
The issue with that is you've kind of tied yourself here by making the quarter and semifinals New Year's Six bowl games. Those guys have contracts for when they need their games played. The Rose Bowl at the current moment can never be a semifinal game because it has to be played on New Year's Day.
fine.
So
So make it in. Oh, you can't put it in between. You can't put the week in between. Fine, then you don't gotta put the week in between the national championship and the
just put it
semifinals.
before the playoffs. Put it before the playoffs.
What do you?
Put it in between conference championships and the start of the playoffs. You get the week there. When Army Navy plays, nobody else plays. Next week you start the playoffs.
Yes.
And then we just first round, second round, third round, fourth round. Done. Portal opens.
Yeah. Fine.
Perfect. Let's get it done.
It should not be going this late.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyways, since it is Super Bowl Sunday, we usually don't talk about the NFL unless it's some random crap, but we'll give a prediction for the Super Bowl. Patriots and Seahawks. Drake not the MVP May and Sam Darnold. Ryan, who do you got?
Um, yeah, I don't see a world where it's not Seattle's year. I mean, they've been playing insanely good football. They destroyed the 49ers in the division game. They beat the Rams by a bigger margin than they did the last time around. They look like a very focused team, and I think it's their time. I think it's Sam Darnold's time. I think Drake May is just a little bit too young to finish the job this year.
Barring any antics from Tariq Woolen, I think Seattle should win this game. 'Cause he almost cost them against the Rams.
Yeah, he did.
Almost. But no, I will take Seattle to win this game. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move into our draft profile segment. We got 4 players up to look at entering the NFL draft. 3 pretty solid locked in first round picks and 1 guy that we just wanted to include. Nice voice crack by me. But anyways, we're gonna get into that right now. All right, like I said, draft profiles. First guy we got going up, probable number 1 overall pick, national championship winning quarterback, Heisman winner, Fernando Mendoza. Just a quick overview. Yeah, like we just said, guy won the Heisman, guy won the national championship. Guy's probably going first overall to the Raiders. He's very good at a lot of things. We're gonna see a lot of good in this reel. There's 6 clips here, and only one of them is a negative, and it's something that can easily be fixed. So let's get into it. Guy can make every type of throw. This is his favorite right here. He loves the back shoulder to the outside, especially, you look down the bottom of the screen, situation. He loves it on 3rd and 4th down. This is his go-to in a clutch situation, especially to good old Charlie B right here. He loves throwing the back shoulder fade, and with him being number 1 and going to the Raiders, if only the Raiders had this big athletic pass catcher who loves catching back shoulder fades. Wait, oh, they do. His name's Brock Bowers. Yeah. He's already got the playmakers he likes in Vegas, so as long as Vegas doesn't screw up with the pick, he'll be looking really good. This is a good catch by Charlie B from Nashville, Tennessee right here, but that's a perfect throw. You're gonna see the same type of thing. This is in the red zone, so you got to be even more perfect. There's not a lot of space to work with. He's gonna have Surratt up here on the top. Just run, little fade. Gonna be a quick back shoulder. Look how fast this ball comes out. Send as many as you want. You're not getting home.
Yeah, no, I mean he knew exactly where he wanted to go, put it right where only his receiver could catch it. I mean, that's just what he does. He can put the ball where only one person can catch it, and if it's not gonna be his receiver, it's not gonna be anyone else.
Yep. By the way, I don't know if you saw it there. Nice celebration from Surratt on that touchdown. He made the O and then broke it.
That's awesome.
Um, Here's the third one. Situation. Notice down 4, 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the ball game. Second and 17.
Yeah.
This guy gets at his best when the lights are the absolute brightest. And, you see that a lot. You saw it a lot throughout this year. He was really good in the clutch against, when he was at Cal. Yeah. And this was the game-winning drive against Penn State where they drove all the way down the field in a minute, and we had that nice touchdown by Omar Cooper. But look at this throw. It's a nice layered throw into deep zone coverage. They know it's going to be past. It's 2nd and 17. That's off a sack.
Yeah.
Really good layered throw. Unfortunately, we don't have a replay for that because they were going that quickly. But
just right up the seam.
Yeah. As we mentioned, this guy doesn't have a lot of quirks or weaknesses in his game. One I would say that he has, but this can be fixed. Throughout the season, he had 72 completion percentage or something like that. When he was flushed out of the pocket, that dropped to 53. So you can see it here. It's an extreme example. Just slightly gets off his spot, forces his throw, and it ends up being an interception. Like I said,
I actually think he just read that one a little bit too late. I think if he would have thrown it maybe a step earlier, he probably would have gotten it there on time.
That, or I think if he gets his mechanics right, because this is an all-arm throw. He's midair throwing this ball that far.
Yeah, and he really doesn't need to be. He could have set his feet there. Yeah, he's got a lot of space to work with. And if that linebacker were to drop down, he's got his receiver right there.
Yeah. That's just not. You don't need to do all that.
Nope.
But I'm not really that concerned with this aspect. It would be concerning if the guy was a statue and he was a pure pocket passer and if the guy gets out of the pocket, the play is essentially dead. I don't think that's the case. Well, actually, I know that's not the case because the guy can do stuff like this.
Yeah, he's a tough runner, dude. He will not go down.
Guy's 225. He's like 6'5", and he's very hard to bring down. So you have power in the running, and then here's speed. Watch this edge beat the pressure, and he's going to actually get around him. Like, quarterbacks don't do that. They're not supposed to do that.
Unless they're, fast.
Unless they're Lamar Jackson. It's even more impressive from that angle. So
yeah,
that's why I'm really not concerned with what we saw in that Penn State clip because
and I mean we all saw that QB draw.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you saw that Penn State clip and you're like, okay, the guy, if he rolls out of the pocket, he's gonna force a throw. No, just run.
Yeah.
And that, by the way, that Penn State clip, rare clip.
I had six interceptions on the year.
I had to search for that, really hard.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about accuracy. You want to talk about all that. I mean, you go back to the Omar Cooper Jr. catch against Penn State. The fact that he even, I mean, number one, the fact that he pulled that insane catch. But Mendoza, I mean, put the perfect ball. It literally could not have been a better ball.
Exactly.
And then you look at the Elijah Surratt touchdown against Ohio State. When they needed it most, and Mendoza put the ball right on the money.
I don't think there's a quarterback in this class with more ice in his veins than this guy. So,
nope. Great leader too. Great guy. I mean, just all around.
Yeah, my notes here say Raiders, do yourself a favor, get some O linemen, and protect this guy. I'm assuming you're not going to be complete idiots and not draft him at the first overall pick when that's a
Yeah,
glaring need you have.
I mean, if I'm the Raiders, I got to be honest, I'm flirting with the idea of trading back into the first round as well.
Drafting another
Um,
lineman.
Drafting an O lineman, and then spending a couple more of your picks on O lineman. And if you really got to wait until next year to draft that fifth guy, fine. But I like ideally you are setting your offensive line up for the future.
Let's see, I think and this is like a heavy class in linemen, offensive linemen. So you got the two from Utah, two from Miami. Um, got the one from Penn State. Yeah, like there are linemen in this class, and good ones at that. So
Yeah,
I don't think there's going to be a shortage of that. So get you some guys to beef up that O line
yeah,
and make sure this guy doesn't get killed. All right, moving on to the next player. All right, next player set to look at is Jordan Tyson, receiver from Arizona State. Guys on a lot of boards, the number one receiver right now. He's up there with Carnell Tate and Mekhi Lemon. I think this guy's the most complete receiver out of those three, and you're going to see what I mean and why in a sec. Yeah, this guy's really good. Let's get into it. If I'm picking a receiver, this is the first one I'm taking. Look at that ball tracking.
yeah.
That's
I mean, that's what I wrote.
good route, good
That's a tough thing
separation.
to do. Yeah,
Over the shoulder. I mean, he's looking up like this. Like just
DB's not even trying to play defense anymore.
straight over his head.
That's yeah. That's how much separation he had. DB's just trying to get the call.
Yeah. And this clip you're gonna see. That last one was a lot of technique and practice. This is stuff you can't practice.
No.
I think he's this one right here. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he's gonna run this over right here. And by the way, this is gonna be an insane throw by Sam Levitt. LSU's got a dude.
Yeah.
But first off, you're gonna see the over or the cross,
Yeah.
whatever. Nice throw. He does this a lot with the whole floating thing. That's insane athleticism. This might be even more insane athleticism. Yeah, he scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in bounds.
I just I can't even begin to think about how he did that. I mean, insane catch radius, insane balance to just stay in bounds the first time, and then to hurdle, land on one foot, get the second foot in bounds, and dive for the end zone.
All right, next one to look at. He's down here at the bottom of the screen. Just go quick fade. Mind you, he's not on the line of scrimmage, so there's some space for this DB to work. I want you to watch the quick feet and the release as he just comes straight down and straight up. And I want you to look at how much separation he actually can generate from that. Didn't really get to see it there because it was off screen, but we got a replay to show you in a sec.
You
but
saw the separation.
you
though.
saw how far away he was open.
Oh,
That one step backwards that DB took was all he needed.
yep.
That right there. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
Nope. DB couldn't flip the hips open.
That's a good 3 yards.
Yep.
This is my favorite clip of him, mainly because it shows 3 crazy things about the guy. Well, 1 crazy thing about the guy, 2 really good things about the guy. Against number 7 Texas Tech, a lot of
Undefeated Texas Tech.
a lot of offenses couldn't do anything against Texas Tech.
Yeah.
For a lot of teams, this was the best defense they played all year. And this guy, he took over the game in this game, especially towards the end. I don't think that was the original route he was supposed to run on this one. I think it was just supposed to be a quick out to get the first down. He says, I'm not open. My quarterback needs some help. I'm going to go get open.
Yeah.
What's most impressive... Go ahead.
Quick on it, too. He didn't hesitate. He didn't sit there for a second. He was, boom. All right, I gotta find out something else I can do. I'll go up. I'll turn up field, see if he can find me.
Yeah. You want to know what's the most impressive about this clip? This is a quote from an NFC scout. He injured both hamstrings in that Texas Tech game, but still played through it and single-handedly closed that game out for them. Both of his hamstrings were hurt here. He limped off after this play and then went right back in.
That's why he looked a little slow there. I mean, yeah, he looks like he's just trying to he looks like he's trying to push through something there. But, I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah, so you know you're getting a tough SOB if you're drafting this guy.
Yup. Seriously.
When I said earlier that this guy is the most complete receiver, what I meant was he can play every single spot at receiver. He can play outside slot. He's got the skill set to do all that. This is what I mean by that. Slot fade right here, but that's the skill set of an ex-receiver, if I've ever seen one.
How do you pull that in, dude? I've seen so many receivers drop that kind of catch. One-handed
over two guys.
Two guys on him.
You can see it even better here. While taking a hit to the leg.
Yeah, gets hit before he even gets the ball.
So we saw the quickness in the routes. We saw breakaway speed. We saw contested catchability. There are some weaknesses. Not really so much this year in 25. At 24, the guy struggled with focus drops and, just simple stuff that could be ironed out. The main red flag for this guy, 4 years of college football, missed a game, at least one, in every single year. Guy's got some injury history. We saw in the Texas Tech game, played through both hamstrings being injured. And he didn't play through every game this year.
Are you saying at least one, or he only had one in every single season?
He didn't play in at least one in every single season. He missed time in every single year with an injury.
Yeah. That's not ideal.
It's not. But it's a high-risk, high-reward pick if you're going to take him, especially in the first round. But if he holds up in the injury department, I think this guy's the best receiver in the class. Straight up.
I mean, you know who my favorite receiver is in this class.
Yeah?
It's Makai Lemon.
Uh-huh. See, I like Makai Lemon too, but Makai Lemon, I don't think he showed enough at USC to prove he can play outside, meaning he's got to go to a team that doesn't already have a number one receiver who plays in the slot, which is like the top 10 teams in the NFL with their top 10 receivers. So that's my issue with Makai Lemon.
He doesn't need to go to a top 10 team.
That's my issue with Makai Lemon.
I mean, we'll get to Makai Lemon.
We will. All right, on to the next player. All right, next player up is Avion Terrell, corner from Clemson. On most boards, I think he's the corner 3 behind Mansour Delaney and Jermon McCoy from Tennessee. Nice voice crack again. God, I'm all over it today.
You been screaming lately?
No. What do I have to scream about?
Georgia hoops.
Who won their first game yesterday after losing 3 straight. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, first and most alarming thing, well, not really alarming because it's a good thing, but most notable thing about this guy, and you're going to see in this first clip, is that he plays bigger than what he is. He's 5'11", like 185, but he plays like he weighs 220 pounds.
Yeah, you know what I put in my notes after looking at that?
What?
Not afraid of contact.
Nope. And the thing I like about corners who are seemingly undersized at first glance is that to really, really be good, they have to be super, super technically sound.
Yep.
At first glance, this looks like he just hit stick this guy and he dropped the ball. Watch the replay in slow motion. You're going to get a real close look right in a sec. Yes, he hit the guy hard. Look at his right arm. He peanut punched from the inside. That's not something that's instinct, and that is technicality. Not every corner can do this.
I mean, that's just. I mean, you got. That's just kind of thinking about it too.
Yeah. And the fact that he goes under the arm, a
Yeah.
lot of guys go over.
Wow.
He went under the arm to get that ball out.
Yep.
So when I say most
It's a
technically
great
sound,
punch right there.
that's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah.
In zone coverage, the guy's really good. Clemson last few years since Brent Venables has left has played a lot of zone coverage, especially cover three over top. He's got this whole area down here, and watch how quickly he reacts to this.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, that was one look at the quarterback. Okay, break
Yep.
here.
Yeah. That's. I mean, that's just a smart play. That's being able to read the QB's eyes when you're in zone. I mean, he left another guy wide open because he saw where the QB's eyes were.
Yeah, catch the ball though next time, please. You got
Yeah.
both hands. You
Seriously.
got both hands on this.
I mean, he's that's a tough position to be in as someone who's not normally catching the ball
No.
to catch a ball,
Yeah, yeah.
but he should have caught it. He should have caught it.
All right, now I think Terrell will be best with a defensive coordinator that is really creative with how he uses his players. Why do I say that, you ask? This play, for example, where's Terrell? Is he this guy, this guy, this guy? No, Terrell is lined up right here on the edge as a corner. And what's he doing? He blitzing. He blitzing. Good job to get around that tackle, and he's gonna get the sack there.
You sounded like the one clip from SpongeBob where it's like, "Oh, what flavor of pie is that?" It's not a pie. It's a bomb.
This is a
They're
bomb
bombs
factory.
from the bomb factory. That's
um,
exactly what Avion Terrell is.
yeah, this is for a tackler. This guy's or for a corner. This guy's an amazing tackler. He had 46 this past year, which is really good numbers for a corner.
Yeah.
And you
You
can
know
see
what I said in my notes after watching that play specifically?
what.
Can make plays at all three levels.
Yeah, absolutely. Good run defender. Obviously can cover. Yeah, I mean,
Can tackle in space, can get to the quarterback off a blitz.
the main things that you would like corners to have when they come into the league, this guy has, which leaves,
Yep.
it makes his development easy. Also helps that his brother is, made multiple Pro Bowls and all pros. So,
Yeah, his brother's a pretty good corner. I can't lie.
yeah.
It's kind of
Uh,
nice.
yeah. This clip, we mentioned how the guy can tackle. Guy can cover pretty well too. That's why he's so highly rated and regarded. Look how much space is in between him and Aaron Anderson right here. Terrible circle, but you get the gist. Aaron Anderson's one of the most shifty receivers in the country. You're not really going to see it here, but on the replay, how quickly he turns around and sticks with Anderson on this out. And he had his hips turned, I'm pretty sure. If you go back and look at it. Let's see. Yeah, he's going out. Yeah, he's got his hips faced the other way and
Yeah.
still managed to
Yeah.
stick there the entire way.
Yeah. I mean, lockdown in man, dude. He is disgusting when it comes to man defense.
Next one. You're gonna see him down here, man coverage. This is a more specific clip of man coverage. Guy doesn't give up on plays. A lot of corners you'll see if the play slows down for them a little bit, or if a receiver looks like they've made the catch, they'll immediately forget it and try and go for the tackle. Terrell don't do that. He stays with the ball, tries to force a PBU. You watch here. By the way, no separation at all, but
Yeah.
stays with his hands the entire way. I wrote in my notes. It's frankly this looks like it's very annoying to actually try and work on as a receiver. With a guy who plays that, aggressively up until the end of the play. So
Yeah. I mean, he goes step for step with these guys. He doesn't give them an inch of space. He's just in their face the entire time. And I mean, that's as a receiver, I feel like that's just got to be suffocating.
And I think it's a pretty safe bet to make on this guy to work out in the NFL because a lot of the traits that he has that are good are the same traits that AJ Terrell had coming out of college. And, so you're getting a very similar type of player.
Yeah.
So whoever gets him will be very, very happy. All right, moving on to the last one of the day. All right, last player for the draft profiles of this episode, Zion Young, edge rusher out of Missouri. Before we start looking at these clips, I think personally he is going to be best fit with a team that already has a top-end edge rusher because I think he's so complementary of a guy like Myles Garrett who, is just an S-tier pass rusher that is so disruptive on pass rushing downs. This guy's a really good anchor on the other side, a really good disruptor, and this guy's an amazing run defender. And you're going to see that a lot here. First clip, dude has really long arms and can win against much bigger tackles. He's at the top of the screen. Look at him just dig under that right tackle up there. I'll see it more on the replay.
Leverage.
Yeah. I mean, he's out wide. And for a guy that strong, you don't really expect him to have a lot of finesse. He's got some pretty good finesse on him. Not really as much bend as you would like in a pass rusher, but he's got a good,
He's got strength and speed.
Yeah.
Which if you've got both of those, you can have a very successful career.
And this guy, you'll see here in this clip, number 2, doesn't hesitate on many plays. You'll see guys when they go unblocked, they shut down and think of something. I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm missing something. Yeah, he doesn't hesitate. Go right after the quarterback and cause a strip sack and cause a safety.
I mean, look for the ball, find the ball, see the ball.
Exactly.
Go after the ball.
I mean, you'll see guys play these reads. It's such a quick reaction because he does stop down to read it, but he doesn't hesitate when he's got an idea he likes.
I think what helped him out in this play a lot was how wide he was initially because he could have made that play either way. He was either going to make the TFL or get to the quarterback.
I mean, you can see like he's reading this right here. So he's reading this sweep motion, and as soon as he realizes, okay, quarterback's got the ball, go get it. So
yeah.
Next clip against Alabama here. The reason I said this guy is a tremendous run defender is not only the fact that he can tackle really well, it's that he's elite at setting the edge. He's going to get a pin down block from Jeremy Bernard here, and then the main block from the right tackle here. He completely disregards the pin down from Jeremy Bernard. This is not a guy you can pin down and eliminate. And watch him not move back a single inch. He's just going to keep moving the line slowly and slowly to the left, forcing the running back J.M. Miller not to be able to get outside here. He's right here. I mean, there's just no space out there.
Just set the edge. That's what you're supposed to do when you're defending the run. Exactly. If you can't get off the block, set the edge.
Exactly. And the other reason that I mentioned at the start why this guy's a really good pick is I think he would be best complemented with a true edge rushing specialist to be opposite of them. The reason is that because while this guy isn't he's not that quick first step explosive, immediate sack guy. I put down in the notes it's a ticking time bomb because he's coming. He's gonna get to you, so you got to move quickly, step up, whatever. And I think that paired with an elite pass rusher is a really good formula for success. Because watch this play right here against the North Sellers. He's up here on the left side of the line. And you're going to notice that he's just going to slowly get through. You have somebody coming on the other side that gets through like that, quarterback's going to have a really tough time against that pairing.
Nick Rodriguez needs to catch that.
Yeah, well, irrelevant. You see, not a very great first step, but you know that you're not really going to stop him completely on his. He's going to get to the quarterback eventually.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to get that ball out. This guy's also, I think, really good for your defense, just like mentality-wise.
Yep.
Play the clip we've
Great
played
energy.
multiple times.
Auburn, what side of the field do you want to go to? It's in the field, so you'll be on offense first. Swing around from this way, Auburn.
Yeah, great energy.
This is immediately after that. On like the second play, immediately gets a sack. That's how you fire your team up in a tied game in overtime in a hostile environment. You go be that energetic and then followed up by, showing up and getting a sack. That's gonna spread to the rest of your team. So
Yep.
I feel like this is, well, not a first round, first day type of pick. I think this is going to be a really good find for a team in the middle rounds that has somebody, double-digit sack guy yearly.
Yeah.
Especially a team that's not very good at run defense. Maybe the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Perfect destination. Anyways, that's all for our draft profiles.
Okay. And talking about Zion Young, you go to the Senior Bowl. He was one of the standout guys there.
Oh, yeah.
He had a phenomenal time there. So, he is ready. He's ready to make that jump to the NFL. Like, he will be good.
Absolutely.
And you talk about a clutch guy. I mean, we can go back to last year. Look at the OU scoop and score. To renew the rivalry against Oklahoma, a perfect way to end that game.
And I think he's a true 3-down player. A lot of college, especially edge rushers, their specialties lie whether it's on first down when it's more than likely a run, or on third down when it's a guaranteed pass. I love players that are as complete as they can be when they go to the NFL. We talked about it with Avion Terrell. Zion Young is the edge rusher version of that. Great run defender, pretty helpful in the pass rush on third down. And if you tell this guy to pin his ears back and get after the quarterback, he's going to do it. So,
yeah,
I feel like this is going to be a hidden gem for a team that picks him up.
I agree.
So that's all for the draft profiles we have today, at least. We'll look at some more as the draft draws near, especially after the combine, because there's going to be some winners there. Ryan, you got anything else?
Nope.
All right, well, I guess that'll do it. Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the last bit of football we got, or at least, football games we got. We have football in like a month if you count the combine. So, and then spring ball starts up, and then there's the draft, and then there's so much stuff. So, but also go watch other sports. There's other stuff out there. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching the Pre-Snap Pressure podcast. No episode next week, much like last week. We're going to move to strictly bi-weekly until football season ramps back up in like August or something. So another episode out in 2 weeks. And as always, thank you for watching.